Hey guys, welcome to Unbiased Rugby. So I haven't done a video for a while, so I thought, I'm on holiday. I've been relaxing with the family. I've got friends out from Australia, so it's just been quite a relaxing time. And I've been watching quite a lot of rugby, but I just really haven't had anything to talk about. But I've been thinking about it for the last couple of days, and I've been thinking, I'd like to do like a kind of a prediction show. So that's what this is what it's going to be all about. So I'm just going to look at the tournaments for next year and then decide and see who I think is going to win. I'm going to try really my hardest to be unbiased about it, and really try to think about it. What I'm going to try to do is try to give my unbiased answer, and then I'll give my biased answer. So first one on the list is who will win Super Rugby. I think all the good money will be on another New Zealand side winning it again. Probably. The Crusaders may do it a third time in a row, but I've got a feeling the Hurricanes may bounce back quite drastically. So I'd say the money would be on having an all New Zealand final. Okay, so that's the unbiased answer. My biased answer would be, I'm not going to say the Bulls. Bulls have just got their new coach, so I don't think that's ever going to happen. But I just have a really good feeling about the Sharks. I just think they've got some players coming back from the Dupree brothers, all coming back from playing in England for quite a while. I think they've got a great front row with Thomas the Tank, Aka van der Merwe, and the Beast. So I just think they're the team, the South African team to watch this season. My beloved Bulls, I'm hoping that they make the quarters or the semis, but I have a feeling that they will make the quarters, especially with them signing Schalk Brits and Dwayne Vermeulen. But I still think it's going to be another New Zealand team that's going to win Super Rugby this year, this coming year, 2019. But I think the dominance is going to start coming to an end after 2019, and the finals may be a lot closer. Also, with the proposed changes to Super Rugby that get rid of the conference system, which I don't like. I think it rewards mediocrity, and so I think once that goes away, and it's like playing like, and then you only make the top spots if you qualify for the top spots, then I've got a really good feeling about South African rugby is going to turn around at that point. I still believe it's turned around already. Who will win the Six Nations? This was a tough one. I think the good money would be on Ireland to win it. Again, I don't think with a Grand Slam, no. I think there are a few chinks in their armour. But I think Ireland will take the Six Nations again this year. They just have such great players. I've been watching some incredible Pro 14 games, and I looked at that Leinster side, and they were playing a completely B side. I didn't even know any of the players, and they still pulled it out of the bag. So yeah, I just think Six Nations. I think it's going to be Ireland. My unbiased answer is going to be Ireland. But I think a dark horse there would be Wales. I think Wales might do fairly well. It depends how England have bounced back, but I don't know. I'm in two minds with Eddie Jones. I don't know. Maybe the defence coach, the new defence coach, John Mitchell, has brought something a little bit extra to the party. But yeah, money would be on Ireland. Who will win the Rugby Championship? Because it's a shortened format, I think South Africa are playing 2 games at home, Argentina and Australia. Whew, that's a tough one. Rugby Championship. Who's going to win the Rugby Championship? Stuff it. South Africa's going to win the Rugby Championship. The Boks are going to win it, and I think it's going to all come down to the last game. It's going to be eventually won on bonus points. So yes, I think South Africa are going to win the Rugby Championship. That's my biased and my unbiased answer. Okay, who will win the Rugby World Cup? That's a tough one. I'd say the odds-on favourite would be New Zealand, with Ireland close behind it. I just think they're the two teams that would make it to the final. Depending on how their pool matches go, they may knock each other out and one of the other teams out in the second round in the quarterfinals. If South Africa beat New Zealand in the first game and Ireland win their pool, then New Zealand and Ireland will face each other in the quarters. If that happened, I have a feeling if New Zealand faced Ireland in the quarters, I just have a feeling that New Zealand may win. But if they've met later on in the competition, like closer to a final, I think Ireland may win it at that stage. Okay, I'm going to say it. I'm going to say Ireland to win the World Cup. Sorry, New Zealand fans. I just think they're playing exceptional rugby. They're peaking at the right time. They've got the great players playing for them. So yeah, I think Ireland are going to be the first. Well, I see only 4 teams have ever won a World Cup, so at least they'll be the 5th team to win a World Cup if that happens. If it's not Ireland, then it would be New Zealand. My completely biased answer: South Africa to win the World Cup, and it happened before. The last time we had a huge big drumming from New Zealand, I think we lost against Australia 47-0 or something stupid like that, and the following year we won the World Cup. So I'm hoping that 57-0 last year, that we win the World Cup. This thing, anything can happen on the day. You just got to win those games. Just go one game at a time. But yes, I'm gonna try to put all these down in the comments below. But I honestly feel that it's going to be to Ireland to win the World Cup. Who will be the team of the year? Probably Ireland again. I'm being very, very kind to Ireland today. But yeah, I think Ireland will be team of the year, and I think player of the year, barring injuries or anything like that, who I honestly believe is probably, if not the best, or one of the best. I mean, literally the top 3 rugby players on the planet. It'd be Tadhg Furlong. I just have a feeling he's going to get World Rugby Player of the Year next year. The guy is incredible. You have to go watch him. If you can go watch him in some Pro 14 games, the guy has such soft hands for a tight head prop. Literally, he did the one. He spun in a tackle and offloaded at the same time. You don't see props doing things like that. You take an excellent forward player like Malcolm Marx. He's a bulldozer. He goes through players. This Tadhg Furlong, he offloads. He's got soft hands. You've got to see him, because normally the ball comes down the line, it reaches a forward player or like one of the tight 5, and you can see it's almost like an animated motion. And I think that's just a fluid motion from left to right, right to left. The guy, my favourite player in the world is Brodie Retallick, and Tadhg Furlong has equalled him this year in my books. There is no other prop in the world that's doing what he does. Actually, I don't think bar Brodie Retallick, there's another tight 5 player in the world that plays like Tadhg Furlong. Maybe Scott Brits on the day, but I mean, just with soft hands, it's absolutely incredible. These guys are coming with great ball skills. Okay, but let me recap that again. Okay, so who'll win Super Rugby? It'll be a New Zealand side, either the Crusaders or the Hurricanes. Who'll win the Six Nations? I think good money's going to be in Ireland. No Grand Slam, though. Who'll win the Rugby Championship? Springboks. Who'll win the Rugby World Cup? Ireland. Who'll win Team of the Year? Will be Ireland, and my Player of the Year will be Tadhg Furlong. But I'll put down below. Put down your comments, guys. What do you think it's going to be? I think I'm talking rubbish. I'm open to it, and let's have a conversation about what predictions we see for the following year. But listen, guys, I hope you have a wonderful new year. If you are drinking, please grab an Uber and get safely home. But chat to you guys again in the new year. Cheers, bye.